do 30 minutes. If you need to go, I totally understand. Well, I'm going to give you 30 minutes from now. And then if you want to stick around for the chat after, that's when I'll answer all your Pilates related questions. Okay, so let's get moving. All right, so here we go. We're going to start standing. And we're going to do a little bit of standing work and some work on the mat. So let's have those feet hip width apart, tummy muscles in, tucking that pelvis under. So make sure your bottom's not sticking out. We want to tuck under, pull in here, okay? And then we're just going to do knee bends with arms. So you're going to inhale to bend, exhale to push back. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to warm up the body now. And just follow along. Breathe in as you bend. Breathe out as you go up. Good. That's it. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bend. And as we straighten, take the arms out to the side and down. So bend, out and down. So this is where we're getting all our arm, shoulder, and upper back work, all right? And obviously you're boosting that metabolism by adding the knee bends, all right? Keep that going. So nice circles of the arms. Good. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to reverse the arms. They're going to go out to the side as you bend the knees, come forward and down. All right. That's it. And down. So it's a nice gentle warm up, but you're going to really feel this in your arms because I've been working on this morning and my arms are really feeling it. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to work the triceps. So triceps are under here. I'm going to go sideways for you. And what I want you to do is bend at the elbows and bring those elbows really into your side here. Okay, and we're also going to add a little bit of footwork. So you're going to flex your foot, right foot, and you're going to push back. So it's like you're pushing back with your foot and your hands. You can really feel it in the back of the arms and in, okay? So push and back, push and back, push and back. Keep the tummies in, standing nice and tall, and push, and push, and push, and push. Let's change legs, same movement with the arms. Push, push, that's it. So you can feel this is targeting your core as well because you're having to balance while we do the movements. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. Okay, let's take the legs nice and wide now. We're going to get a little bit bigger with the movements. All right, so now we're going to come up with the arms, down with the body, and circle. Big movements. Use all that space that you have around you. That's it. And up. And up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's go the other way. Reverse the circles. That's it. Good. With those legs, you can go as low as your knees are happy to go. Keep your back nice and straight though. That's it. Good. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now you're going to bring your arms out. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the hands up and push back and then down. Push up and back. So palms up, palms down. That's it. Good. And if you can, don't drop the arms. All right, I know you're going to feel this because I'm feeling it. I know you're feeling it too. We're going to keep it going. All right, so this is targeting the upper part of the arms and the shoulders, the upper back as well. All right, we're going to try and do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, I know you're feeling that. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit more movement. What we're going to do is take the arms up, we're going to bend, and we're going to stay down. So we're going to stay down in this position, work our thighs and our glutes. We're going to bring this arm over and draw it out. Other way, over and out. So it's like you're tracing along the arm and then opening out. Tracing along the arm and open. So use your head as well. Once you've got the movement and you've got your balance, keep the arms up. Don't let them drop down. You'll feel it starting to work. You're getting a nice bit of rotation in your upper spine as well. That's it. Keep that going. Hand out. Hand out. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now turning up and down. So if you can sink low with those legs. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And come on up. Okay, very good. We're going to go back to triceps, so back of the arms, as we did earlier. So you're going to bend that right leg. You're going to bend the elbows. Keep the elbows by your side. Okay, now remember you are pushing back. So it's not just straightening the arm. You are trying to use resistance, like you're pushing through water. Here we go, pushing back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change legs, pushing back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now I'm going to turn around so you can see what we're going to do next. Going to have the arms straight and we're going to push back, straight arm. And can you see I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together? So we're coming back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now try and touch your thumbs towards each other for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's try that again. Pushing back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thumbs coming towards each other for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well done. Right, we're going to go down onto the floor now. Okay, so let's have those feet hip width apart. Let's draw the tummy muscles in, shoulders down, rolling down. So take a deep breath in, breathing out, chin to the chest, bending the knees, really pulling in on those tummy muscles. So we are flexing that spine, coming down towards the floor. Let the head hang down there. Take a breath in, breathing out, coming up. And again, deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Rolling down. Really pulling those tummy muscles in. Trying to feel the stretch through the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Coming up. Good. On this next one, we're going to come down onto the floor. So chin to the chest. Rolling down. All the way down. Okay, and then from here, placing the hands on the floor, we're going to walk forward. Now, if you're able to, you're going to keep your legs as straight as you can. If you need to, you can bring your knees down onto the floor. So you're either going to be in this position, we're going to do press ups, or you're going to bring your knees down, which is what I'm going to do, and relax those feet. So we're going to start by turning our elbows in so that the creases of the elbows are facing towards each other. We're going to try and just unlock that back a little. So think of your chest going forward, think of your eye line lifting, and think of drawing the chin back. So we've got a really good position there. All right, and then from there, you're going to bend the elbows as much as you feel able without your shoulders lifting. And we're heading down towards the floor, elbows out, and push up, lower and lift, lower and lift. Now, if you can only move a little bit, that's fine. Just do what you can. All right, we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Well done. And then from there, we're just going to come back for a minute. We're just going to circle those arms, those wrists out. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to do triceps, okay? So this is where we think of the elbows changing position. They're pointing back this time. Staying very close to the body. Reset everything in that spine so we're not rounding. Let's have that chest forward. And then you can either do a little bend of the elbow like this, or you can do the full movement going all the way down, or you can go somewhere in between. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Coming back, just sitting back for a moment. And then unrolling the spine. Let's come and sit on our bottoms. And we're going to do some nice core work now, okay? We're going to add arms to it. But we're going to start with our feet out. And a couple of options. If you can, I want you to sit with your legs straight and slightly apart and the feet flexed. And this is to kind of give you a sense of stability so that when we start to move back, which we're going to do in a minute to work the core, you can really kind of feel your feet pressing out, okay? If that's too much, you can bend your knees, all right? So this is what we're going to do. We are going to have our hands, fingers interlaced, hands behind the head. We're going to really lengthen up through the spine. We're going to open those elbows. Okay, feet are flexed if your legs are straight, but don't lock your knees. All right, you're going to take a breath in and you're going to breathe out, drawing the tummy muscles in, tucking under, coming back. Just to here, then you're going to inhale. Exhale, pull the tummy muscles in, coming over, and then lifting back up. So this is your warm-up, tucking under. Coming back, inhale. Exhale. Coming over, so elbows down towards the knees, and then coming back up. So just think about what you feel you can do. You don't want these legs lifting, okay? So you go as far as you can without the legs lifting. Take a breath in. Exhale, coming up and over. And lifting up. We'll do one more. Exhale, tucking under. Coming back, inhale. And exhale, coming over. And lifting up. Okay, so we're going to add to this now. You're going to take a breath in. You're going to exhale, coming back to wherever you can hold it. Then we're going to rotate to our right. Come back to center. Rotate to your left. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming up, going over and lifting up. Let's try that again. So lift up nice and tall. Deep breath in. Exhale, pulling the tummy muscles in. Coming back. So send those heels away. Rotating to your right. And center. Left. And center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pulling in. Up and over. And lifting up. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking in. So really tucking under with that tailbone, really pulling that belly button in. So you're really working on the core here, and then we're rotating to our right and center, left and center. Deep breath in, exhale, coming over, down, and lift up. All right, so we're going to use our arms now a little. So we're going to add in some arm and shoulder work with our core work. Okay, so legs are in the same position. Arms are out in front. Okay, and we are going to turn our palms towards each other. So what we're going to do is come back, tucking under, and at the same time, bending the elbows and bringing the fingertips towards each other. You're going to hold it there. You're going to open your arms out to the side. So feel your shoulder blades drawing towards each other, arms opening, and then you're going to turn your palms to face the wall behind you. As you do that, you're going to pull the tummy muscles in. Head is coming over down towards the knees, arms behind you. If they can touch, that's wonderful. Then keeping that position, you're going to lift the arms up and over, down towards the feet. And then you're going to unravel the spine to come back up to that start position. All right, and it's quite a lot of choreography, isn't it, this? But this is an exercise we do on the reformer in Pilates. And this is a kind of a mat version that I quite like. So here we go. We're going to draw the tummy in, tuck under, bending at the elbows, coming back. So we're now holding this position here with our core. We're going to open those arms out to the side and then rotate those hands so the palms face back. Now, as we did earlier, think of pushing back, pulling the tummy in. So we're trying to keep pulling in, coming over, hands behind, head down, lift the arms, big circle up, and coming back up to your start position. We're going to try it 2 more times. So bending the elbows, drawing the tummy in, and coming back, opening the arms out to the side, palms facing back, push those arms behind you, head coming down wherever you can get to, keep that position, circle the arms up and over down towards the feet, and lifting up. Last one, bending the elbows, coming back. Good, hold it there, open those arms out to the side. Turn the palms back, push back with those arms, pull the tummy in, taking the hands behind you, lifting the arms up and over, and coming all the way up. Good, how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. All right, now we're going to try another variation. Going to keep the legs where they are. We're going to take the arms out. This time we're going to turn the palms upwards. So we want a nice long line through the arms, okay? So they're not down here, they're not up here, they're in a straight line, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to tuck in and come back, but this time as we do, we're going to bend. So we've got a little bicep work here, okay? We're keeping the core work going. Now look at your hands, and you're going to reach your hands up above your head. And you're going to try and hold that position, looking up. That's it. And then you're going to come up and this time circle the arms forward and back to the start position. Okay? So tucking under, bending at the elbows, keep those elbows up. That's where you're getting the arm and shoulder work. Really tuck under with the pelvis. Now we start to lift the elbows. So working the upper back, thoracic spine. Arms, shoulders lifting up. I find this very challenging. And then up and over. 2 more. Bending the elbows, tucking under, coming back. Reaching the arms up. So looking up towards those hands. Up, 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 up. And over. Good, last one. Bending at the elbows. Tucking under. Coming back, good. Lifting up, 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 and over. Now, just as a little test, let's see if we can do this. Bend at the elbows, tucking under. Those of you that are used to doing roll-ups, you're going to come back all the way down into your roll-up position. So you're on the floor, arms above your head, reaching out, out, out. And then you're going to raise the arms, raise the head, and lift all the way back up. All right, let's try that again. Bending at the elbows, tucking under, coming down. Down, down, down. If you can't come down, just go to wherever you can. Reach the arms out. Over, tuck the chin, and bring yourself up. Last one, then the elbows, tucking under, coming down. So keeping that position. Good, reach the arms out, over, chin, and lifting all the way up. Now raise your arms up to the ceiling, circle them out, and take them behind you. So now I want you to feel the stretch through the chest, through the shoulders, fingertips pointing out. If you've got the flexibility in your shoulders, you can point your fingertips towards your body, okay? We're going to bring the legs together. Any issues with your knees? You'll do this exercise with your feet apart and the knees are bent, okay? No issues with your knees? Then you can do legs together, toes pointed. Take a breath in, breathe out, press into the arms, lifting up. So this is working through the shoulders and the whole back of the body. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale. And exhale. Lowering down. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale. And exhale. Lower down. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale. And exhale. Lowering down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go on to our side. Let's do a little bit of work for the side of the body. Okay, so just reaching out. Nice core exercise for the side. You're going to have this bottom arm out. Top hand can be here or it can be on the thigh there. And then we're just going to exhale, lifting up. Inhale, lower, but don't touch the floor. So just hovering above the floor. Exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. From there, pressing into this hand, so a little bit of arm and shoulder work coming. You're going to press and see if you can bring yourself up. And then lower back down. Press, lifting up. And lower back down. So reach those legs out. Press, lifting up. And lower back down. One more. And press. And down. I'm going to try a very tricky move now. We're going to try and put those together and come into a teaser position. So you are going to press up with the chest, lift the legs, roll back, and see if you can continue to lift the legs up. So you're in a nice teaser position, and then we're going to come all the way back down. If that's too much, you can do it with one leg, okay? So you would lift the chest, lift one leg, roll back, and lift up. That's your alternative, okay? And back down. And we'll just do one more. So legs, chest, roll back, and lift. If you can, you're going to take the other arm away and hold for 3, 2, 1. Well done. Let's go straight onto the other side. Okay, so here we go. Feet slightly forward. Make sure you're on your side. Hand here or in front. We're going to lift and lower, but don't touch the floor. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now place the legs down. Make sure they're slightly in front of the hips. Hand is in front of your chest for everyone here. Palm is down of this arm. Press into the arms. Come up. So I want you to feel the stretch here as well. And lower down. Pressing into lift and lower down. Lift and lower. One more and lift. And lower. Now let's put that together. So we're lifting the chest, lifting the legs. We're going to rotate back and come up one or both legs. And then you're going to come all the way back down. We're going to lift the legs, the chest, roll back and up. Looking towards your feet. And back down. This is your last one. Legs, chest, roll back. And lift. If you can, take that other arm away and hold for 3, 2, 1. Well done. And come down, rolling onto your front. We'll make this the last movement today. I think that works out a little bit, half an hour we've had. Okay, so let's just do a nice back extension. But let's use our triceps. So let's bring the elbows in towards the body. Hands down. Tuck your chin. Take a breath in, breathe out, and think of the head reaching away, crown of the head reaching out and away, and starting to extend the spine. So you're coming up onto your elbows. Chin is trying to avoid that chin sticking out. So chin's drawing in. Now we're going to push through the hands so we get that work in the triceps, and then continue the journey up, making sure your shoulders are down. Then we bend the elbows. We pop the elbows down first. And then we're going to come all the way down. All right, deep breath in. Think of reaching out the crown of the head. Feeling the weight on the elbows. And then you press into the hands. So you get that nice tricep work coming up. Inhale. And exhale. Coming all the way down. And last one now, reaching the crown of the head out. Pushing into those arms, coming up. Good. Bending those elbows, coming back down. Well done. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself up into a kneeling position. Let's just release the back before we finish. So taking a breath in. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under. Find that release in the spine. Just let the head come down. That's it. Good. Tuck the toes under, lifting up and pushing the weight back towards your feet. So you're feeling that nice stretch through the body there. Lowering those heels and walking your hands back towards your feet. Let the head hang down. Now I want you to bend your knees. Okay, make sure knees are tracking over the toes. And then I want you to lift the hands up and reach them straight out in front of you. Straight out in front. Then push up through the legs and take the arms out to the side. Take a breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Rolling down. We're just unwinding now towards the end. Let's reach the arms out. Let's see if we can hold it for a moment. Push up through the legs. Arms out to the side. And last one. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. And rolling down. Lifting out those arms. Really stretch those arms out. Imagine you're trying to reach for somebody. And then push up through those legs. Arms out to the side. And down. And well done. That is your session for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Do go ahead and press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to stick around for the chat, I'm going to come and talk to you now. All right, otherwise, have a lovely day and I'll see you soon. Okay, everyone. I hope that worked for you. So sorry about the technical glitch at the beginning there, but hopefully it's all fixed now and you can see and hear me. I think there's about 120 of you here, which is wonderful. So lovely to see you all. I know some of you have busy days, so there's a couple of things I wanted to just let you know about. I did a vote on my community page recently to ask you what video you would like to see next, what you'd like me to film. And I had 54% of you voted for Pilates, standing Pilates, for spinal mobility and great posture. So that's what I filmed for you this week. And that will be out on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. It's a really, really good session. I've done it myself and I can't tell you how much my back felt better afterwards. It's got some new moves in and some really good moves, kind of unraveling and unwinding the spine. Speaking of which, if you haven't done it already, I had a video that I did last Sunday, which was for scoliosis. And again, that is a super video, super workout for just unwinding the spine. So if you do have any glitches in the back, if you don't have to have scoliosis to do the video, but it's targeting people who need a very specific type of movement. But I've had so many people write to me and say, I don't have it, but I've done it and it just feels amazing. So do have a look at that. That's Pilates for scoliosis, which was last Sunday. And then this Sunday, I've done a very special video for you, which is Pilates for spinal mobility and great posture. So if you're worried about your posture, you're worried about having rounded shoulders or head forward or a rounded upper back, this is the video for you. So that'll be out Sunday at 10 o'clock. So really, really pleased and interested to see what you think of that. And I also wanted to do a special shout out today. I'm just getting my phone because I've got it recorded on my phone. I did a request on my Ko-fi. So on my Ko-fi page, which many of you know because Kerwin puts the link on, my Ko-fi page is a creators page. So it's where you can support me. So obviously you can make donations on here and I do really appreciate those. And I will be doing shout outs to those lovely people who've donated for today's class. Ko-fi is a supporters page where you can make regular donations or you can make one-off donations. Some people donate every time they do one of my sessions. Some people donate once a month, whatever you want to do. It's wonderful. But I also post things on there that I don't post in other places. So some of the posts you'll recognize and some you will not see anywhere but Ko-fi because they're more personal. So they're more about my life behind the scenes, my life with my rescue dog Boo, my husband Kerwin, how we set up the studio, all that kind of stuff. And I did ask people to send me some messages because I posted some pictures of me with Boo before I was filming. And I promised I'd read out the favourites or my favourites. And there are actually two that I think are absolutely wonderful. And they're both from fellow dog lovers. And so I promised I'd read out today. So this is a special shout out to Anu Prince Seldin. And I asked them what was the thing that they did that really made them happy. It was about treasuring sort of moments in our life to kind of improve our well-being and our happiness. And Anu said, watching Shelby, my golden retriever, race around like a maniac, celebrating the joy of being alive, which I love. So thank you for that, Anu. And then my other one, which I love, was from Sarah. I don't have your second name, Sarah, but I know it's Sarah. And Sarah says, what makes me smile unconditionally is watching my rickety old hairy terrier running around like the happiest spring chicken when we make the 1-hour car journey to the beach. After all these years, it's still her favorite place. So that was Sarah, one of my Ko-fi supporters. So thank you very much for sending me those messages. Much appreciated. And now on to you guys. So thank you for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the session. and the delay in starting just kind of ramped up the anticipation for you. But yes, let me know what you think, because I'm going to have a quick look now. And I'm just going to start with Marja Rotteville, who says, hi, everyone. Love these workouts. Thank you so much, Rachel. You're very, very welcome. Carlin Holgren. Hello, Carlin. Lovely to have you here from the USA today. And Carlin says, thanks so much, Rachel. I love that. Have a wonderful day. Denise Large. Hello, Denise. Denise says, love this and managed most of it. Thank you. Brilliant. Well done, Denise. So what I put in today, guys, was I put in some variations. So Pilates is mat work, but it's also, there's a whole kind of regime of exercises you can do on the reformer. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the Pilates reformer. And there are other bits of Pilates equipment, the Wonder Chair, the Cadillac, the ladder barrel, all sorts of things. And I'm trained in all of those, but I'm not really doing much in the studio right now because of the whole sort of COVID. But what you saw today, especially all the stuff on the mat that we were doing when we were down on the floor, a lot of those are variations of exercises we do on the reformer. So I hope you enjoyed trying something slightly different and new. Looks like you did, because lots of great feedback today. Jane Rose. Hello, Jane. Jane says, thanks, Rachel. That was great for arms and core. Good. I'm really glad you liked it. I can really feel it all around my arms. And I tell you where I can feel it is across my upper back. And I really love that feeling of knowing I've worked my upper back, because I think for me, that's probably the area that is weakest in my body. And with a lot of people it is, because we spend so much time like this, don't we, over our laptop. So good. Thank you very much, Jane. Josie Breeze. Good morning, Josie. Josie says, great one. Enhanced by your cat trying to eat your hair while you were doing your Pilates. The joys of working out at home, isn't it, Josie? Some moves a bit tricky, but you gave them a go. Well done. Glad to hear that. Jen Dawes says, great workout. Was feeling bad. I didn't do workout this morning. I'm in Australia. We'll have to look at the scoliosis video and spinal one. Oh, thank you, Jen. Well, big hello to you in Australia. Hope you're doing well, and hope you enjoyed doing our little session on your Friday night, isn't it? It's your Friday night over there. So lovely to have you here, Jen. And yes, do check out the scoliosis and the spinal ones. They are really, really good. I found them, for me, revisiting them and creating workouts for that, I found it really interesting how I felt it in my own body as well. And I've had so much good feedback on that scoliosis video. So yes, do let me know what you think, Jen, when you've done it. Good morning, Ruth Enright. Hello, Ruth. Ruth says, that was different. Last floor move, a coordination challenge. Love the scoliosis session and loved your boo video. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Much appreciated. Melody Aguiar. Hello, Melody. What a lovely name. Says, thank you, Rachel. Love your videos. I'm from Oregon in the USA. Well, Melody, I'm so impressed that you're up at this time in the morning in the US of A. Well done. And it's really lovely to have you here. So thanks for joining me. Clive Eames says, thanks, Rachel. Highly recommend the scoliosis video. My back felt amazing after it, even though I don't have scoliosis. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that, Clive. Thank you so much. Because I think, yeah, it's feeling that spine, just feeling released. It's such a great feeling, isn't it? And I think no matter what exercise you do or what sport you might do, when you do really targeted spinal work, it just feels amazing. It just wakes up the whole body. And I think for me, what it is because if you think that your spine houses, your spinal cord, and that is essentially the area, the cable of information, if you like, that goes from your brain to all those parts of your body, to all your internal organs. So if there's any kind of stickiness or tightness in the back, or the back is kind of not moving very well, it's going to affect other parts of your body. And that's why I love Pilates, but why particularly this video I think was a really nice one, because it just got everything moving really well. So thanks, Clive, for your feedback. I really appreciate that. Joe Yaram, hello Joe, nice to have you here. Says thanks, this was great. Can you recommend any books for someone just getting into Pilates, please? Okay, yes, I can. Now, do I have them on me? I don't have them because I've got a whole library of Pilates books. There is the people that I trained with have written a great book, and it kind of breaks down the traditional mat work exercises. You can get it, probably the easiest place to get it, I would say, is Amazon, and it's called, I think, Pilates Anatomy, and it's by two Americans. So it's Rael Isakowitz and Karen Klippinger. And those two people are the people that trained me to be a Pilates instructor. So I did my initial training with Karen. She is a dance scientist and a kinesiologist, absolutely fantastic teacher. I did my initial training with her, and then I won a scholarship to be flown from the UK to the USA to meet Rael Isakowitz. And I did a mentor program with him where he mentored me as a teacher to take me up to the next level. So that was absolutely brilliant. So it's called Pilates Anatomy. Unfortunately, I don't have the book on me. Oh, my husband's just put it in. Thank you, my love. Thank you very much indeed. So this is the book. Let me just show you. Can you see that? Pilates Anatomy. And you can see it's Rael Isakowitz, who I trained with, and Karen Klippinger, who I trained with. And they're both absolutely superb teachers. Karen teaches in UCLA, which is where I did my initial Pilates training 11 years ago now. But it's a brilliant book. And what's great about this book, particularly if you're really keen to learn Pilates, like you've got that kind of head, you like information and you like detail. What I love about this is it will break down the exercises and it will show you the muscles that you're using. So for example, can you see that's a bit light, I know, for you, but you've got sort of the exercise, what part of the body you're working, and then a description how to do it, and also adaptations and things like that. So if that's something you're keen on, I would recommend that book. They're wonderful. Okay, moving on. Carol Neath, good morning, Carol. Lovely to have you here. Says, thank you, Rachel. That was great. James Saunders, you enjoyed the workouts. It's great class. Thanks, Rachel. You're very, very welcome. Anne from London says, thank you for a great session once again. Have really enjoyed the February playlist. Will you be doing one for March? Also managed to do ones that I found a challenge the first time round. Fantastic stuff. And Anne, yes, thank you so much for that reminder, because we nearly are at the end of February. And yes, I'm going to do a new playlist for March. So what I've started doing this year is putting up a playlist for the months. And it's not exercises to do every day. It's my suggestion of 10 videos for you to do within the month. Because for me, I find if I'm being told I've got to do a workout every day, it can feel, I know, a little bit pressured. And I don't want you guys to feel pressure. I want you to come to the videos and come to my workouts because you really want to do it and you're looking forward to it, rather than, oh, I've got to do another workout today. So what I do is I post my suggestion of 10 videos to do in March. You can do all 10 at once. Well, not at once, not in the same day, but you can do all 10. And obviously I'm here live every Friday, so that makes another 4. And then I also do one Monday a month later in the day for all our wonderful friends in America and Canada. That will be coming up soon. So within that, you pretty much have a pretty full schedule of Pilates workouts you can do for the month. And the reason I do this sort of 10 videos is I kind of think about what time of year it is, where we are in our practice. I read all your messages, so I also getting feedback on what felt good, what you really enjoyed. And so I put a mix of that in, and then I also throw in a few different ones that maybe you haven't thought of doing before or you haven't considered, just to kind of give you a flavor of other things that you can do. All right, so great question, Anne. Yes, I will be doing a March playlist. In fact, I'll be doing that today after I finish chatting to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and create that. So it will be March next week, won't it? So it should be out with you on Monday, which is the last day of February. If you haven't done the February playlist, go and have a look at it now, because that will come off on Monday and we'll have the new one up. Okay. So thanks very much for that, Anne. Tiona in France, good morning, Tiona, says, great session, Rachel, but the last exercise with twisting was a bit awkward. Big thanks to you. Okay, yes, that last exercise, I know I threw that one in, didn't I? Maybe, Tiona, that's one to go back on and try it with just the one leg to start with. Okay, the rotation work, because we're using a lot of core work on that one, yeah, because you've got to go from lying on your side to rotating the body to lifting up. So it's a lot of work in the core, the legs, the hip flexors, and also the back muscles with that one. So one to work on, I think. But well done, Tiona. Rachel K, good morning, Rachel K. Lovely to have you here. Glad you enjoyed the session. Morning to Helen Lees. Good morning, Helen. Helen says, thank you, Rachel. Challenging for me. Think I have tight hips, keeping legs straight or with bent legs. I then sat on my Pilates block, which helped. I can't sit cross legs. Is the block okay to use? The block is fine to use, Helen, if it makes you feel more comfortable. I have no problem with that as well. Just obviously, if we're doing things we're moving, like the last exercise, you might not want to have a block on that one. You just might want to adapt it. What happens with the hips? A lot of people have very, very tight hip flexors here, and your hip flexors come through into the abdomen and they attach on the back of the body there. So these are muscles that tend to get very, very tight, because as you can imagine, when you're sitting down, yeah, your hip flexors are permanently contracted. And what you want to do is be able to lengthen them out, let them release. And that is a really, really necessary. And if you look on my videos, everyone, you'll see that I've done quite a few for the hips. So if you do find your hips are tight, then go and look at the previous videos I've done. I've done quite a few. In fact, I think I did one last week, didn't I, on the hips? I'm just having a look at my content on my phone so I can tell you where to look. But yes, you really need to stretch out those hip flexors. So if you go into my channel and look at last week's live session, we did 30 minutes and it was called Pilates for Strong Hips and Glutes. That's a really good one to do if your hips are tight. I also have Pilates for painful hips, and I've got 2 of those, and those are ones that are more focused on stretching and releasing the hips as opposed to strengthening. So have a look at those as well, Helen. But yes, if you want to use the block, have no problem with that. You might find, Helen, as well, using a pillow could help, because that's a bit softer, which may mean if you need to do any kind of movements, it kind of assists that. But yeah, that sounds good to me. Kathy Freeman says, delighted I could do the rotating into a teaser. Not as stiff as I thought I was. Thanks. Yay, Kathy in Berlin. Isn't that wonderful when you suddenly realize you can do something and you didn't know? And that is the joy of Pilates, because people don't realize, but when I'm teaching you every week, I always have a master plan about where I am trying to get you to. And so sometimes you think you're doing these exercises and you don't know what the connections are. And suddenly, like today, I throw in an exercise that is quite difficult. So that was the one on our side going up into the teaser. And there you go, Kathy, you discover you can do it. And that's because you've been doing your Pilates consistently and you've strengthened all those parts of the body you need to in order to do those movements. So very proud of you, Kathy. Well done. That's excellent work. Delia Hart, good morning, Delia. And Delia says, morning, Rachel. Thanks for a great workout. My arms thank you for it. I'll combine it with the resistance band session. I highly recommend the scoliosis video as well. It really, really helped loosen my lower back. Brilliant. Well, lots of votes for the scoliosis video, so great to hear it. Rona Stevens says, great session, thank you. Wouldn't even have thought of trying this when we started, so I'm really pleased. There you go. You see how far you guys have come, and all this time we've been together, so brilliant. Delia Hart says, could I request a session for that time of the month, please, Rachel, as I'd like to keep moving and would be grateful for some gentle movements that would be suitable. I hope it would help others too. I will make a note of that, Delia. Thank you very much. Pilates for time of the month. And yes, it is good to keep moving. And I know it can be very uncomfortable, can't it, sometimes, because you might feel bloated and all that kind of stuff. So I will thank you for that suggestion. I will make a note and I'm going to add that to my list, Delia. Thank you. Tony Bryan says, thanks, Rachel. I've been trying to do push-ups every day, about 5 to 10, but with bent knees. I don't seem to be getting any stronger so that I can do them with straight legs. Any tips, please? Okay, Tony. Now, press-ups are a bit of a nemesis, I think, for a lot of women. And there are, I think, very sound reasons for that. And one is that women are not built to be strong in their upper body. Okay, and that's not anything against women, because I'm a woman as well. It's our physiology. So our physiology is we are strong in our lower body. That's because we're built to have babies, basically. All right, so lower body tends to be stronger in women, upper body tends to be stronger in men. So I think with women and with men as well, sometimes when press-ups are really difficult, it's because the upper body and the shoulders are not set in position. So Tony, I don't know if you've ever seen it, way back, I did a video which was a tutorial on how to do a press up, but I'm going to do it very quickly with you now. And yeah, so you try and do 5 to 10 with the knees bent. Okay. So there's different ways you can do the lower body position. And I think to get to be able to do press ups, you need to have the upper body technique really spot on. Okay, so my recommendation for everyone is don't try and do a full press up until you know you've really got that upper body set correctly. Okay, so thinking of the back, you want to be with the back, making sure that your back is in a really good stable position. So we're not here. We're not squeezing the shoulder blades. We're not lifting the shoulder blades. We want to think of shoulder blades down and wide and then pressing away from the floor. So if we try, everyone, if you want to do this with me, you can. Tricep press up. I want you to do it with your knees right under your hips. Okay, so you're taking all the pressure off a big movement, hands right under the shoulders. And then what I want you to do is turn your elbows so they're pointing back. Okay, that's very important. Then I want you to think about shoulders. So draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Think about your shoulder blades trying to separate across your back. So you're feeling as wide across the back as you can. Okay, now I want you to think of pressing the heels of your hands into the floor, taking your weight slightly forward and try and just maintain that position as you lower. Okay, you don't have to go all the way down. Just go as far as you can, keeping that position. And then press up. And that's the way to start getting your technique right for those tricep press ups. And I always think, I mean, I'm doing this, I can feel this work just doing this here, and I am able to go down. Yeah, but I can feel the work doing that. So I would recommend, Tony, maybe doing that 5 to 10. And don't even try and do 10. Try and do 5 perfectly and build from there and see how you go, okay? So I hope that helped. And if you just go right back to the beginning of when I first started on YouTube, there is a tutorial there about the press up. So it might be worth having a look at that as well. Okay, Julie Hunt says, thank you for the book recommendation. I'll definitely purchase it. Blessings. You're very welcome, Julie. Lovely to have you here. Okay, Margaret. Oh, you've lost your internet. Oh, dearie me. Well, hopefully you'll be back soon. It'll all be fixed. So that's all good. So I'm just going to do a quick shout out. Oh, Tony says, thanks. That's great. Thank you. I can already see where I'm going wrong. And I'll check your press up video. Brilliant, Tony. Yeah. You know what, Tony, with these things, it's always about the technique, isn't it? When you get your technique right, then you can really kind of improve or grow your strength. And that's just my big kind of piece of advice for everyone today. Whoever you are, whatever age you are, don't feel that you've got to rush to do the most advanced, the most difficult exercise, because that's not what it's about. It's not about a competition. It's not about competition with others or yourself. It's about getting your body to function really well so you feel great. Yeah. So if you build that technique from the beginning in baby steps, you will then, as you start to make it more and more difficult, your body will be in the right position. You'll be surprised how much more you can all do. Just like Kathy in Berlin today said she was really surprised that she could do the teaser. That's because she's really worked at her technique. She's built her strength. She's built her awareness of her body, and so she can now do these movements. And that's what I want for all of you, okay? Amy N says, popping in to say good morning. Hello, Amy N. Good morning to you. And can't wait to do this session later. Good. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a good one for the back and the arms today. Jean, hello Jean, says thanks for your great videos, Rachel. I did one yesterday from over a year ago and my arms are aching today, so I know they're definitely working. Well, that's absolutely wonderful. So I'm just going to do a quick thank you to all the people that have donated on YouTube this morning, and thank you also to everyone who donates on Ko-fi. I'm going to try and start to do more on Ko-fi for you. So if you're interested in what goes on behind the scenes or getting a heads up on what might be coming out soon, then go over to Ko-fi where you can support me and also get all the inside information, okay? And the other thing I did want to say to you all is, please, if you have Instagram, follow me on Instagram, because I post lovely photos on there and all kinds of different things that you might find interesting. My Instagram name is the same as my channel, so it's the girl with the Pilates mat, okay? Okay, so finally, huge thank you to Ruth Enright for donating this morning. Wendy Grantham, hello Wendy, lovely to see you here. Rona Stevens, Sylvia Mears, Margaret Quinlan, Josie Briggs, Susan Eisenbach, Carol Neath, Sarah Runnacles, lots of lovely familiar names. Alison Ellis, hello Alison, Anne from London, Tony Bryans, Caroline Ford, thank you so much, everyone. Julie Hunt, thank you for your donations. They really, really help me keep this business going, keep me in this equipment, all this camera stuff that I need and all that kind of stuff. And thank you for your patience today with my technical meltdown. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now and just say thank you so much for coming. I will be back same time next week, 10 o'clock. Don't forget, on Sunday, I'll have my new video out, which is Pilates for spinal mobility and great posture. Okay, so do check that out, and I will see you again same time next week. And until then, take care of yourselves, everyone. Lots and lots of love. Bye for now. Bye bye, everyone.